Hey, now say now look at it. It's Mr. Vintage, aka Vintage Dez from Dallas, Texas. What's happening? So look, for those who just been tuning in, what we've been doing on this channel, within this last series has been going over a concept called business in a box, right? And what it is it's principles that was curated together by a gentleman by the name of CEO Matty J, right? Which is just so happened to be one of my mentors, one of my brothers, one of my friends. And what he's been able to do with these principles, right, is been able to use them to be able to help individuals grow their brands, right? And that's over 300 plus brands that he's worked with, as well as he himself either founding or co-founding at least 4 to 5 different 6 and 7 figure businesses, and even one 8-figure business based off of these principles that he's used since 2009. And so, right, it seems easy. Bam, if that's the case, then why is he just showcasing all this for everybody to see, right? But the thing is, he's been using these systems, and although it has worked for him, nobody has been able to consistently get through these principles, right? For whatever reason. And so his whole thing was, if only we had somebody to be able to go through these step by step by step to where people can see that it's not just me that can do this, because there's nothing special about me, right? This is him talking. There's nothing special about me other than I know how to be able to commit and have self-discipline and be able to get things, knock things out in order, right? And his whole thing is, it's not that people don't know what to do, they just don't know which order in which to do them in. And I was like, you know what, bro, because you delivered so much value to me, and I'm not talking monetary, I'm talking about just on wisdom and just on bars that he's given out, throughout his career. I said, I feel like it's my responsibility, to pay my dues and to be a servant, right? And to be able to go through your system and be able to go through it step by step by step. And not only that, but do you one better and be able to record it live for everybody to see. That way you now have an actual case study of an individual who has went through your system outside of yourself. And so that's what we're doing right now. So for those who just tuning in, if you have not went through all the other steps that we've already done and all the other videos that we've already done, then you definitely want to make sure you tap into that before you get to this video, because that'll be out of order, right? Like, you're not supposed to go to 5 until you've done 1 through 4. You feel me? So, but for those who have been following along, then we're going to start from where we left off at. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and dive in here and let's see where we at. So bam, we done all this already. So we really been putting in work, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man, and tuning in and tapping in, because I know it's boring to look at. But that's the thing about things like this, is the boring stuff is always the most necessary things, right? So bam, where we at is organize your personal finances. And as always, I've already took the time to do all the hard work, so now all I'm doing really is just going over these things with you. Bam, so here it is, accounting template. And this is really gonna be a quick video because it's literally just a couple of numbers to go through, and then bam, we on to the next one. And so this definitely gonna be quicker than, a lot of the other ones that we've done. And so if you look at, okay, rent, how much rent costs? $17.50, cool. Car note, don't have a car note. Child care, don't have a child to pay child care. Home insurance, $12. Internet, $40. Electricity, $80. Car insurance, don't have none. Medical insurance, don't have none. I'm thugging right now. I know I need to go ahead and take care of that, but right now I'm thugging, right? Thankfully, and thank God I'm in tip-top shape, health shape as well as mental as well as physical. So at this moment, I don't need it, but I know I need to get on that. Cell phone, $80. Groceries, $120. And yes, that's for the month. You feel me? 30 a week. And I know exactly what I eat every single week. So 30 a week, 30 times 4, that's 120. I can't make this up, so I ain't lying. So when you see 120, don't be like, man, 120, what that's just for a week? Nah, that's for the month. I eat the same exact thing every single week. Why? Because it take away from me having to think, right? So bam, 30 each week, and I'm good to go. Business expenses, at this moment, don't have office space and don't have a website that I have to maintain. So that's $0. So totaling up to be $2,082, okay? Now, when it comes to job income, I know it says job income, but basically money that I'm paying myself because I don't work a 9 to 5, but money that I pay myself each month is $2,500, right? And then when it comes to passive income, don't have any passive income right now coming in, don't have any side hustle income right now coming in that I'm paying myself, right? So the only thing that I'm paying myself each month is $2,500, okay? And so when you look at it like that, my total income is $2,500. My total expenses is $2,082, which leaves me with $418 left over each month, right? So if you break that down, that's a little over $100 to be able to extra each week that I have, right? To be able to do whatever it is I'm trying to do with it, right? When it comes to credit debt, don't have any credit debt. When it comes to loan debt, don't have any loans. In fact, they won't even give me loans. I tried it a while ago. They don't even give me loans, even if I needed them. When things was going tough, I tried to apply for them. And normally, they'll give you 1,000 here, 500 here. I couldn't even get 500. They wouldn't even give me 250. Why? Because I don't have no debt. You feel me? So I can't even play in that game. I don't have no consumer debt, so I couldn't even play in that game to be able to take it out. But at the same time, I wasn't tripping because that let me know, hey man, you're not meant to have debt, right? You meant to be a lender, not a borrower, right? So I was like, duly noted. When it comes to consumer debt, right? Business debt, that's a whole nother conversation. But when it comes to consumer debt, I was like, okay, bet. So like I said, this part of it was pretty self-explanatory. I knew I was gonna rush through this fairly quickly. That's how you know I'm not doing these videos for views. This is literally for people to be able to come and watch the process once we start this campaign. Because like I told you, I know this campaign gonna be stupid, right? And I know how people work. Once things become successful and once a lot of people start talking about certain things, then people want to tap in. And so the more stuff that you have for them to tap into that you've been doing before you quote unquote, got your rise to fame or whatever, they're going to eat up everything that you have. And so what I wanted to do was be able to come on here and document, right, all these steps, every step that you see on here. I wanted to be able to come on here and document this to where, okay, bam, once I finally do put myself out there, to the public eye, they're able to be able to come back around and see, okay, each step, exactly what it took and what I did, to be able to get to where I'm at, right? And I'm speaking, I'm foreshadowing, I'm speaking in the future tense, you know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, I feel like it's safe to say that I'm able to check off this template, right? And then what he then goes on to say is, set up cash flow management system, Mint. Cool. So you can use Mint, you can use Every Dollar. It's all type of different apps out there that you can use. And what I do is I put in a couple of them, as I'm talking this down, to where you'll be able to, get an idea of what they look like, right? But basically, at the end of the day, have some type of cash flow management system set up to where you're able to see exactly where your money is going, right? Because one thing about it is, when people don't track their money, it's like you have, like, bro, I know I just had $2,500. No, I only got $2 left. All right, where your money go to? Man, I don't know. So how you supposed to track your money if you don't know where it went? Well, I know I went out to eat here, and then I think I went to go do this, and then I don't know what I did with 150 of that dollars. And okay, well, hey man, get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Get your finances together, right? And be able to have something that can track it. We got all these smartphones with all these apps. So we use it for Instagram, we use it for social media, we use it for all these pleasurable things, all these, dopamine hits. So let's use it for something that's going to be beneficial to us, right? Let's use it to be able to document our finances and be able to keep track of our finances. You feel me? Calculate your monthly income, did that. Calculate your monthly staple and expenses, did that. Prioritize, cut off, cut back, and substitute expenses. Bet. Save $1,000 to start an emergency fund. I'm on it. Calculate and pay off debt using the debt snowball method. Bet. So then the question becomes, what is the debt snowball method? Well, that's somebody by the name of Dave Ramsey who invented the debt snowball method. And then what he uses that for is to be able to start knocking off debt. And then it says create a new source of income. So whether that's a side hustle, whether that's another job, you feel like that's what you need, whether that's, some type of passive income, do something to start generating more income outside of your traditional 9 to 5, right? So we can check that out. Use extra cash flow to decrease credit debt and loans, right? That's self-explanatory. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses for emergencies. And for anybody who has, again, if y'all been following, then y'all saw what I did on my contract. I know it say 3 to 6, but my thing is what I'm doing now is I'm saving a year of expenses, both business as well as personal. That's the goal now, right? And so that's what we're working on. So for me, that's what I'm doing, in place of this. But the same thing, right? 3 to 6 months of expenses for emergency. And then you say build wealth and give. You feel me? That's self-explanatory. And then maintenance. Do accounting once a week. Check balance daily, analyze spending habits bi-weekly, right? So basically, do your accounting once a week, check your balance daily, and then analyze your spending habits bi-weekly to be able to see exactly where you're at, right? Because money runs from the hands of a foolish man, right? And it runs to the hands of somebody who cherishes it, and somebody who, values it, and somebody who makes sure they're responsible with it. So remember that. And so, like I told you, this is going to be something fairly simple, fairly easy. Because again, it's something that you got to take time to do for yourself. And these are numbers, right? This is not asking questions. This straight numbers, and numbers are always easier when all you got to do is bound. How much is this? This much. How much is this? This much. How much am I making? This much, right? How much debt do I have? This much, right? How much do I have left over at the end of the month? This much. Oh, it's a problem. That's the easy part. Figuring out if you got a problem or not, right? The hard part then becomes, okay, so this is my problem. I still need an additional $400 after each month is over with. So how I'm gonna do that? Okay, well, start by cutting back, right? What do you not need? How much money are you giving out each month that you do not need to give out? Start by cutting that back. And you might see that that'll go ahead and give you back that $400 that you was looking for, right? And then once you've done that, then you know, okay, bet. So now I'm good. Now I'm in the clear. I just have $0 extra at the end of the month, right? So now you don't owe money at the end of the month. Now you just have no money at the end of the month. Then that's when you can say, okay, cool. So now, what extra jobs can I pick up? What extra passive income can I pick up? What side hustles can I pick up, right? And we're gonna be diving deep into that later on. But that's just the questions that you need to be able to ask yourself. Because again, when you planning and when you're trying to strategize, you definitely don't want to fool yourself. You can fool everybody else, but if you fool yourself, then you're hustling backwards. Be honest with yourself. Be self-aware of your current situation, because you got to know where you're at to know where you're trying to go, right? And so this is something that I feel is very, 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 very simple to be able to do, but I don't feel like a lot of people really like seeing where they really at when it comes to these numbers, right? Because a lot of people be too busy trying to keep up with the Joneses, or trying to impress this person, or trying to impress that person, or trying to live above their means. I was once guilty of it myself, right? And then sometimes I still am guilty of it myself, right? But again, that's why you have to be self-aware. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying you got to be self-aware of why you're doing what you're doing. And if you're doing something that you know is not on track with what you're trying to do, then correct yourself and check yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then get back on track. So to sum it up, the quicker you're able to be able to see where you're really at, the quicker you'll be able to get to where you're trying to go, right? So like I said, this is going to be something fairly simple here. So if you like what we're doing, if you like these steps that you see me going through, if you like these business principles so far that you see us going through, and you want to be able to see more of it, and you want to be able to make sure that you can stay locked in, then make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you leave comments, man, because I promise you it's going to be worth it, right? Like I said, right now, I'm not dumb. I'm not new to this. I know that a lot of people not going to watch these videos right now. Why? Because it might be boring right now. But as soon as we hit the success, and as soon as we launch this campaign and it's successful, people going to want to know exactly how we did what we did. And all I'm going to tell them is, man, the game been out there this whole time. I've been documenting this game live this whole time. Then people are going to want to tune in, right? So for those who are already tuning in right now, make sure y'all stay locked in. Make sure y'all stay tapped in, right? And stay tuned in, because I promise you, if you do exactly what I'm doing while I'm doing it, then you're going to be ahead of the game in whatever your niche is, right? So don't wait for others to get on board. If you see value in this right now, then you go ahead and tune in, because I promise you, man, you're going to appreciate it, and you're going to thank yourself later on. So anyway, with that being said, it's been yours truly, man, Mr. Vintage, a.k.a. Vintage Dads from Dallas, Texas. And I'm out. Gone.